Hello everyone! So, mirrors, what about them? As dancers, mirrors are our best friends, but they can also be our worst enemy. We use mirrors to acknowledge if anything wrong is happening with ourselves while we dance, and also to understand maybe if we are in a group choreography or if we're dancing our own choreography, if everything is on time and we are all together. But the truth is that if you dance in front of a mirror while you practice all the time, then when you'll be on stage, you will pretend there is a mirror in front of you. So the best way to avoid that is, of course, to practice with no mirror. We are so focused to understand if everything is okay and if we are doing something which is aesthetically pleasant or just interesting or fun. But sometimes dancing in front of a mirror might allow ourselves to not experience our deepest feelings while we dance. One of my Indian teachers once said that if you look at yourself in the mirror, the transformation is over. So this is a very interesting thing that was like, whoa, wait. For me it was like, okay, what did he just say? Because dance, of course, is an aesthetically pleasant activity and an amazing art form. And I'm not saying that dancing in front of a mirror is wrong, but dance can be also a path of transformation. And to do so, to get away from the mirror is the first step. One of the first things that were like super surprising for me in my first Indian dance classes when I was a young student, not very young actually, but one of the first things was that we were using no mirrors at all. And I was pretty used to dance in front of a mirror. I mean, the teacher is there and you can see her from many different angles and you can see yourself and see and make sure that you're doing the same thing that your teacher is doing. But not at all. My Indian dance teacher was just sitting in front of us and giving us the time. She was singing and playing the instrument, the tatukari, to allow ourselves to dance with no recorded music, of course, and with no mirrors. So we were facing her and there was just this blank wall in front of me. And at that moment, I realized that everything was changing. Like, I could not see myself in the mirror and I could not make sure just with my eyes that I was doing something wrong or something good. So everything had to change, and what happened is that my gaze had to go inward. So of course I was dancing and my eyes were open and I was projecting my gaze, and there's a lot of gaze exercises and techniques happening with Indian dance. If you've ever seen an Indian dance performance or if you ever practice some Indian dance, you know what I'm talking about. I was, of course, using my gaze out, but also I had to perceive myself and what was happening without a reproduction of myself in front of me. And this was mind-blowing. Like, really, it was something so new for me. And when I started Indian dance, I was already been dancing for many years. We usually get away from the mirror at a later stage. Like when you are a beginner in dance, it is supposed to use a mirror because it's a very useful tool. But maybe this can also become a golden trap. And to get away from the mirror at the very beginning of your dance path, or at the very beginning of your dance creation. Maybe you're creating a new solo or a group choreography or whatever. To get away from the mirror in that stage, at the beginning, is very different. Because then you have to enhance other aspects of your sensorial perceptions. Like, you don't have to relate to a mirror, so you have to relate to something else to perceive if everything which is going on is happening as the teacher or choreographer is asking you. So I'm not saying don't use a mirror. I have a mirror and I use it very often, but I'm suggesting to explore different paths in your dance. And the more we explore something new, the more we get inspired. Because sometimes when we feel like little dry in our creativity processes or a little dry towards a specific dance style, maybe it's because we're using the same old path over and over. And just to shift something, just to change a little bit of something, might reveal new inspirations and new ways to approach and see the same thing. Thank you for watching. Please, if you like this video, subscribe to this channel. And support me on Patreon if you like. Take a look, the link is here. Thank you to all my patrons. Namaste.